You are watching Global Dragon TV's Special Report. Thanks for joining us for a special report on the Acupuncture for Heroes and Seniors Act. The American healthcare system is in a crisis. America, as a nation, spends more on healthcare per person than any other developed nation. The country spent $3.4 trillion on healthcare in 2016, a number that is projected to grow to $5.5 trillion by 2025. The study by Centers for Medicine and Medicaid Services projected that the average growth in health spending will be even faster between 2016 and 2025 at 5.6% per year, driven by inflation in the cost of medical services, prescription drugs, and products to treat chronic conditions in an aging population. Recently, the government has declared the opioid crisis a public health emergency, and it's taking long-anticipated action to address a rapidly escalating epidemic of drug use, with a drug crisis that claimed more than 59,000 lives in 2016. Representative Judy Chu from California introduced the Acupuncture for Heroes and Senior Act to address some of these public health concerns. The bill permits members of the uniformed services access to qualified acupuncturist services without the requirement of a referral, and requires that acupuncture services be offered to all veterans. The bill also ensures that qualified acupuncture services are covered by Medicare so that seniors have another effective treatment option available to them. In addition to increasing access, the bill recognizes the important contributions of this medical field and makes acupuncturists eligible for appointments as commissioned officers in the Armed Forces and in the Public Health Service Commission Corps. On April 2, 2019, acupuncturists from all 50 states and 15 countries gathered in the Rayburn House office building to meet with Rep. Judy Chu to voice their support for her veterans and senior citizens' access to acupuncture H.R. 1182 and H.R. 1183 bills. This event was organized by American Alliance of Acupuncture, World Federation of Acupuncture Matsubushi Societies, World TCM Forum, and Acupuncture and Orientation Medicine Associations from 50 states. During this congressional event, the acupuncturists also offered a free clinic to the congressional members and staffers, giving them an opportunity to try acupuncture firsthand.
That was a very short treatment we just had.
Very short, and the pain is just about gone.
Okay, so it's almost gone, so 90% or...
It's only
90% gone, yeah.
I am so happy for you.
It's amazing.
It's truly amazing, and of course, no drugs and no addiction, no side effects.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, where's your home state?
San Diego, California.
San Diego. Okay, San Diego.
We are California.
Yeah, we have lots of doctors coming from California, San Diego, so I'm sure you can find a good acupuncture TCM doctors there.
Sure I can.
Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you.
I would like to say something too. Why we are here is because we try to promote Judy Chu, the Congresswoman Judy Chu. She introducing a bill is like HR 1182 is a veteran.
Okay.
That's for you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the HR 1183, that is for the
Senior citizens.
Yeah. So we have been the senior citizens about 25 years. The veteran is about 5 years.
Okay.
We been not successful, but we continue pushing it. We need you to be a co-sponsor.
Okay. And you talked to Holly too in my office.
Yeah,
Okay.
talk to Judy and let her know. We need support. So you can see how effectiveness, not 100%, but at least that you feel it, right? Yeah. So it's just like a 5 minutes, something.
Amazing.
Great.
Yeah. And then you just continue doing it, but that's much better.
Anything else hurt?
No. Hey, sir, how are you? I got it.
Oh, don't need us to do that.
Hi.
Oh, you did, huh? We
Okay.
have like 4 people.
Yeah, they met with Holly when they came in.
Yeah, yes. Okay,
Well, the doctor who just treated you, Dr. Yu.
You can come to the speed.
Oh, no, that's okay.
That's okay. And the Dr. Yu is a veteran himself,
Yeah.
but he has been practicing acupuncture since 1970s.
Well, before I was born.
77.
Born in 76. So I was 1 when you started. Well, thanks for your service. You want to pull that one out?
maybe a little bit,
You can little bit.
Okay. I have to go though. I have meetings.
Yeah, right now it's going.
Yeah.
不要免得好棉花，
他拿挺了，我有骗你。
他没有，你就 need your help too, to get more your colleagues to help us. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you had acupuncture before?
Never.
Never. This is the first time.
First time ever. No.
Yeah, that's one thing
It feels
I think.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely need to get the acupuncture to Veterans Hospital. Actually, some of the Veterans hospitals do offer acupuncture, but it's not widely available to veterans.
Just sometimes pushing, you have to push a little while.
Yes.
In
I understand.
the,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
well, thank you so much for supporting this and try acupuncture.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure.
Now we have supporter now,
Thank you.
right?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, hello. I am just so thrilled to see so many of you here today to support this most important bill, which will help our veterans and also help all the people of America by making more acupuncture available to them. We can take a great step forward with this bill, but you know what? The people of Capitol Hill, the Congress members, have to hear directly from you. And that's why it's so important for you to reach out with office visits to these Congress members so they can learn from your experience. As members of Congress, I have to say that we do pay attention to what our constituents say. So if you are a constituent of that Congress member's district, I can guarantee you they will definitely listen and their ears will perk up because they know this is relevant to their district. But even if you're not there from their district, your experience is very important because you as acupuncturists have the everyday experience of seeing how you could change people's lives for the better. But also, if you're a patient, you can talk from your own experience as to how acupuncture benefits you. So I know that many of you might have this as your very, very first experience coming to Congress to advocate on behalf of an issue that you care about. So today I want to say a few words about the ABCs of Lobby Day so that you can be prepared to be an effective advocate. First is knowing exactly what you are talking about, what you are asking that Congress member to support. Of course, in this case, you are asking that our Congress member signs on to a particular bill, good to know the number, which is H.R. 1182, the acupuncture for our Veterans Act. The offices will ask you for both the bill number and the title of the bill, so it's important to know both. And of course, we do have two bills, the bill for the acupuncture for our veterans and the acupuncture bill for our seniors. But first things first, we know that there's a lot of strong support for our veterans. And Congress members know that our veterans have to go through such rigorous training, carrying 50-pound packs on their back and running many miles, and they get lots of injuries. And the injuries can be long-lasting. And sometimes really it is only the acupuncturist that can really help them effectively. So if you can make that case, then I think there'll be many sympathetic ears who will say, yeah, I like that idea. And why not have a form of treatment that can be more cost effective and permanently solve the problems that these veterans, these soldiers that serve all of America face. And also, this bill, the Veterans Bill, makes sure that all veterans are able to get treatment from a qualified acupuncturist, regardless of their zip code. See, some veterans already do have access to acupuncture, but they have to get approval from somebody higher up in order to make that happen, or they don't have it in their particular area, for instance, if it's a rural area. But we know that everybody deserves to have this incredible treatment, and so the bill ensures that. It also ensures that the Department of Veterans Affairs must ensure that a minimum of 13 medical conditions can be addressed, including chronic pain, substance abuse, and mental health conditions. This is to ensure that our acupuncturists can address a variety of these conditions, which we know that acupuncture can address. Next, these offices here, the congressional offices, will want to know why this issue matters. And that's where you come in because you have direct experience with it. Let me say, yesterday I was at the big international conference of acupuncturists that Michelle headed up, and wow, it was very impressive to see so many people from 50 states and from 15 countries, all of whom are involved with acupuncture. And at that event yesterday, I explained how in California, when we started off doing all these acupuncture bills, many people were very ignorant about acupuncture. And it took many years of advocacy, of visiting, of doing, even offering sessions for people to experience acupuncture in the capital in California. And finally, we were able to make some big breakthroughs. Well, here in Washington, D.C., we know that we are starting kind of at ground zero. We have to start all over again, educating people about acupuncture. And they need to know that this is a treatment that's been there for thousands of years. They need to know that this is a safe, effective, and non-addictive treatment. And it is important for you to be convincing that acupuncture can be just the right treatment at certain times. And sometimes the stories that you tell can be the most effective thing. Actually, I'll never forget when we had a very important bill in California, and it was the bill that I sponsored to include acupuncture in our workers' compensation program. But I remember that one woman testified. She said that she had incredible back pain that resulted from an injury at work, but she did not want an invasive surgery, and she did not want opioids to take care of any of the pain nor of the surgery, and she did not want to become an addict, which we know is a huge problem in our country right now. So she tried acupuncture, and she was completely healed. I was so impressed when I heard her story, even though I've heard so many stories, but I was still impressed. And it's stories like that that will show people what acupuncture really means. And also, find out if the Congress member that you're talking to has experience with acupuncture themselves. Maybe they have met acupuncturists in their district. Maybe they have gone to an acupuncture event. Or maybe they have had acupuncture themselves. I just recently talked to Congressmember Robin Kelly from Illinois, Chicago, Illinois, and she said to me, I'm signing up for your bill because I've had acupuncture myself. Yeah. And the great thing today is that more and more people that you would never expect actually have had acupuncture treatment themselves. So it's a very encouraging sign. So if you have a connection to that member's district, let them know. Tell them how many patients you serve in their area, what kind of people they are. Are they seniors? Are they veterans? Are they what? What kind of conditions do they have? If you operate a small business in their district, tell them you have a small business in their district. They want to pay attention to you, the small business owner, and tell them how you work to contribute to the community, how you are a member of that community and you really want to make sure the community has the services that it deserves. Even if the member has not met you before, they will be interested. They will be interested in what's going on in their district and who is in their district and how acupuncture could help the constituents of their district. So good luck. I'm looking forward to hearing about all your results and about how many more Congress members will be co-sponsoring this legislation. Let me tell you that in Capitol Hill, the more co-sponsors you have, then the more chances are that the bill can have a hearing and then will be brought to the floor for a vote. So remember, you start with the bill, then you have a hearing in a committee, then, and that hearing in the committee for that bill is called a markup. Then you go on to a vote on the floor, and then guess what? You go to the Senate, and you go through the exact same thing on the Senate, and then hopefully the president signs the bill. But having all that happen is dependent on having co-sponsors of the bill. And in fact, if you can have both Democrats and Republicans, it makes it even better. And in fact, since I'm a Democrat, we are actively looking for a Republican who might be interested in co-sponsoring the bill. If you have any ideas, let us know. Oh, really? Okay, we're interested in that. So let us know, because that will help us a lot, believe me. So I'm looking forward to hearing your results. I'm looking forward to making sure that H.R. 1182 and 83 both are successful, and that veterans and seniors can finally get the acupuncture that they need and deserve. Thank you all very much.
You are watching Global Dragon TV's special report on the Acupuncture for Heroes in Seniors Act. Please tune in to our next special report on our 24-hour channel, or visit our website at globaldragontv.com.